आप किस सेक्टर में काम कर रही हैं और आपकी अच्छा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज क्या हैं?
Mhm. So Taimur, मैं जो है वो I have overall 17 years of experience and currently I am working with the pharma sector uh, from last 3 years. So my company name is Haleon and I'm looking after their employee relations portfolio for Middle East and Africa. So I'm looking after 9 countries overall in Middle East and Africa right now. And I'm responsible for managing all the employee relations issues and, taking initiatives for um, the culture, for maintaining the good culture of the company. So we have our own, framework which has been launched last year, and now we are, building that framework and the interventions across Middle East Africa. So that is summary of my job responsibilities.
जी मैम। अच्छा मैम, आप बताएं कि हाउ वुड यू कैरेक्टराइज द ओवरऑल कंपनी कल्चर एट हेलियन, स्पेशली इन द लोकल कॉन्टेक्स्ट?
ओके सो तैमूर, अगर मैं इस कंपनी का कंपैरिजन करूं बिकॉज दिस कंपनी इज एफएमएच और मैंने पहले बहुत सारी एफएमसीजीज में काम किया है। तो अगर मैं कंपैरिजन करूं तो इस कंपनी का कल्चर इज जो है ना वो अमेजिंग। व्हाई? बिकॉज पहले जो है दिस कंपनी वाज पार्ट ऑफ जीएसके फार्मास्यूटिकल। सो इन 2022 जीएसके का वर्ल्ड वाइड जो है वो कंज्यूमर हेल्थ केयर का बिजनेस जो है वो एक डीमर्जर हुआ और फिर एक नई कंपनी इमर्ज हुई हेलियन के नाम से। तो हेलियन अपना सारा जो है ना वो एक डीएनए कल्चर का वो जीएसके फार्मास्यूटिकल से लेके आई है। एंड जीएसके फार्मास्यूटिकल इज वर्ल्ड वाइड नोन फॉर इट्स कल्चर, फॉर इट्स डाइवर्सिटी एंड फॉर इट्स initiatives on the for the well-being of employees. So ये सारी चीजें these are priority of this company, and our belief is that we cannot progress until and unless we will have agile, healthy, and motivated workforce, so that we spend so much time and our energies on the motivation of the employees, and we take feedback of our employees very seriously in this regard. We conduct 2 surveys in a year for taking the feedback and implementing the feedback of employees in our business.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Next part is our HR department and strategies. So, can you share an overview of HR department structures at Helion and some of key functions it handles?
Okay. So, we have centralized department functions of HR, for example, in which one area is COEs. All the COEs are global COEs. For instance, the talent management department, our learning and capability department, employee relations department, um, all these, areas are with COEs, Center of Excellence. Then we have one area in which our HR business partners, they are on ground, they sit with function, and they, look after all the challenges which our business is facing. And then they provide them solution there and then. The third are, leg of our HR model is people services. So we have global people services function, and then we have our regional leads, cluster leads for people services, and then we have people services team in each country to look after all the operations and of HR. So this way, every function and every area of HR, they are looking into their course and focusing on delivery, service delivery, and bringing excellence in the service delivery, and making HR a great business support for our stakeholders.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Can you tell me, is any part of Helion workforce is unionized? Or if
Yes.
is so, okay, how does this influence HR practices then?
Can you please elaborate your question?
For example,
You
there
want
are
to
workforce
unionize?
unions. There are many forms of unions, workforce.
Yes.
So if so, if have Helion have workforce unions,
Actually, like we have operating this model, like unions according to the local law of the country. Okay, because our workers and like unionized work force is subject to local law. So we cannot have a central global function or like a, uh model for union. So we have to like consider the local laws and then plan our strategies for unionized staff and unions according to the local law.
okay, uh, okay, ma'am. Then next part is our key HR practices. For example, what is the recruitment and selection process typically look like for new hires?
Okay, so this is also, like our we have a team, global team, uh, recruitment team, and then they have their regional leads, and then they have, like country leads. So our process is we have workday system, like for transactional things, and then like we plan and strategize that which roles are accelerated talent and all the accelerated and like outstanding performers, they are part of our succession pipeline, and ultimately like most of them are ready now. So if we have like successor for a position, then we don't open, like we won't go for external hires. But if we won't have like successor for a role, then we will go for external hiring and we will post it on LinkedIn and get the like talent and expression of interest from the candidates, and then we will evaluate it according to the JD and in consultation with business, and then there are interview processes, and after interview process the selection process like will start, and then we will take all the relevant actions according to our process.
Okay, ma'am. We read a chapter on training and development. So, what kind of training and development opportunities are available for employees?
Okay, so we have, like multiple partners in this field globally. So we have our own, platform, which is Keep Growing Campus. And in Keep Growing Campus, there are multiple, like options available. For instance, we are using many apps. There is one app, Get Abstract, which is available for all employees. We, like use LinkedIn learnings. We use, like some internal models and some external, like partners. And then like we offer online learning platforms. And then for accelerated talent, we have some extensive training programs. Some of them are, like based on number of days, and some of them are, like these accelerated training programs are for months. So it depends, like case to case basis. And then like we plan, like training and development opportunities for employees according to like their requirements and their future capability plan, which we have intact in our organization.
Nice. So, ma'am, how does Helion evaluate employee performance? Could you briefly describe performance appraisal process?
Yes, we do have a annual performance appraisal process, and then we do have process of like mid-year feedback sessions. But like we believe in open communication, and we encourage our line managers and employees to share feedback with each other, like on periodic basis. Don't wait for year end, or don't wait for like mid-year to share feedback, or like to share with employee, or employee to share with line manager that these are the loopholes which we need to fix. because like these silos can impact the business objectives. So we are, our focus, our philosophy is high performing talent. So that is why like we take feedback from our employees, our talent very seriously, and then try to bring improvement as much as we can in our system.
Okay, as part of employee motivation, what are employee benefits that Haleon offers beyond base compensation?
There are many, like benefits, which are benchmarked according to the industry practice, and some are, like part of like their package, and some benefits, for example, fuel, cars, like and medical and insurance. So all these are like, like part of basic benefits. But then, like, it is also very important to like look into these aspect, that in which country, which industry is offering what. So like we work very closely with the global companies for benchmarking our comp and ben like standards, and uh, along with it, we also have our internal recognition platform, where we recognize like extra efforts and of our employees, and we give them like instant recognition through that platform.
Is there any computer system that we could recognize and ranks the employees?
Yes, there is our own internal like system recognition platform. Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, can you tell from your perspective, what are the current biggest HR related challenges Haleon is facing?
Actually, like I would say that in terms of implementation of processes, actually we have very extensive processes. Our organization is very lean, uh, but sometimes like our stakeholders, they face like some hiccups while while getting like quick solutions. So we are working on it to make our processes more agile, more quick, and provide like quickest solution to our stakeholders. So this is one challenge I would say that we are facing, and we are on our way to like fix it.
So, do you see HR evolving within Haleon in the next 5 years? How do you see that?
I think like our focus is to uh, build a strong relationship with our all internal and external stakeholders, and then like be a solution provided. That our stakeholders and our business partners, they should look at us as a like as their like partners, and we should be like their strategic partners instead of like creating hiccups for them. So this is how we look HR in next 5 years, to be strategic partner for our business.
So, lastly, I have few questions from SDGs part. So, as you know, SDGs are some subliminal development goals set by United Nations. So, I want to ask you some questions about this. So, what are the green practices or that your organization is doing to save the planet?
Okay, so we have like like on sustainability part, we have whole like department who is looking into sustainability, and globally we are bringing like many initiatives to reduce our carbon footprints. And I think Helion is one of those like global companies who is very proactive, and we are focusing like to adopt the green energy, because we are healthcare company, right? So we are the ones like pioneer in this sector, like bringing sustainability and focusing on the sustainable like working initiatives. So we we have like like done so many things in last 5 years, and you can find online as well like our sustainability initiatives. and we are doing a great job in this area.
So, what are the energy sources and how you discard waste?
Which sources? Sorry,
Energy sources.
energy sources.
Yeah.
Actually, uh, we are using different methods for tackling carbon emissions, and we are making our packaging more sustainable, and we are sourcing from trusted ingredients for more sustainability. And for this, our supply chain is have is having stringent standards, so that we don't follow any practice which is not in line with uh, our sustainability ideology.
So, uh, so lastly, I have
Actually,
yes, yes.
actually, I have another meeting. I told you like 10 minutes and it is already 20 minutes.
Okay, members, just
So you can.
last two questions from me.
Mhm.
Can you give me how you handle stress of employees? Stress management training have program or well-being and time management?
Actually, we have our, well-being initiative, and we also have our a global well-being partner. So this is a company, and all our employees and their dependents have free access to this partner and this app. They can go and, they can see that how they can manage their stress there. They can go to therapy. They can take online therapy, and we have also provided, free therapy to our all employees, so they can use their limit and go to therapist. And along with this, we have many in well-being, training programs across the year, in which we do train our employees on mindfulness, on meditation, and provide them with skills to manage stress.
My last question is that in offices, many sectors or many industries have gyms inside their offices. So, so Helion also have gyms or work lab.
Actually, our philosophy is very different. We have majority of our workers who are working from home. So, even on in offices, not everyone is decides according to their nature of work that they need to come to office or not. So that is why, we have these kind of kind of model where employees are free to decide that which kind of lifestyle they need to adopt. And for gym subscription, we have provided certain, according to a level, some level above, we have free gym subscriptions. So we have this facility, employee can do this and then they can claim from the company.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay.
That helps a
Okay,
lot.
Timur, thank you so much. I have to run because my, meeting is in line. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.